Hey party people, hope you guys are doing well out there. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about the Walther PDP Compact. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video to help me grow this channel and reach more awesome people like you. So with that out of the way, let's get into this. The Walther PDP Compact. When this firearm was released, my goodness, YouTube was flooded. So I'm gonna stick to the basic and talk about what comes in the box. You don't get this, you don't get that, you don't get the plate this is sitting on. You get the firearm, you get 2 mags, and you get a card. Basically it's just a QR code that's a link to the website where you can place, or I guess fill out the form to request the free plates. Enough rambling. I love my V-Crowns, man. They run through all my firearms. Plus I love the aesthetic, the nickel. Anyways, let's stick to the story. Just want to prove and show that this has been cleared. You can see right there. All right, the Walther. The model that I have is the OD green one. As you can see, I already put a Holosun 4.7 on this. I'm running an Inforce Walther 2, and I changed the sights. I got some Ameriglow sights. I think this model is H3GD. I guess it's the model number, I don't know. But you can see it right there. They're pretty good. Blacked out rear sight, green front sight. They glow in the dark. As you can see, I got that lower 1/3 correctness. These are suppressor height night sight, by the way. I don't have a holster for this one yet because I'm still debating, and you know, if you run Inforce, your options are, I'm not gonna say very limited. There are some companies out there, I forgot their names, but I know there's like 3 or 4 of them that do make lights for the PDP, like a combo PDP and Walther 2. It's just, I guess I haven't really found the type of holster or decided on the type of holsters that I want to run, but I know for sure this one will be run outside the waistband. I'm actually shocked when I see people run this inside the waistband with a Streamlight TLH, is it TLH1 or the Surefire X300, and they run it inside the waistband, appendix carry. I'm like, bro, do you not have something down there? Like, I mean, no disrespect, but my goodness, that's got to be painful. So yeah, I haven't decided which holster to run it on or run it with, but it's going to be outside the waistband. Probably going to have the QLS system, whatever, because I intend to run this in a class that I may sign up for in January. I got the Inforce lights instead of the Surefire just because I like the design language of the Walther 2, the shape of it, and those angles. For me, I like to have form and function at the same time. So I thought that this looked better on that as opposed to having the X300. But I also picked this because of the weight, and I'll explain in a moment why I'm going with this. My experience at the range with this firearm, I am not going to lie to you, I was disappointed. All the noise that was made around this firearm when it first came out, I mean, YouTube was flooded. Like, these influencers need to chill, honestly. They need to chill, man. I learned my lesson that day. Like, the day I picked this up, took it to the range the same day, shot my first round through it, I was like, no way. This thing, I don't care what they're telling you or what they've said when this first came out. The 4-inch, this is the 4-inch model. I don't know about the 4.5, the 5.5, the 7.5 inch, because Walther can keep going with this. You know, and no offense to, you know, Walther, I love your products. This is my second Walther firearm, by the way, so chill. But this thing is snappy. I'm talking about, I don't know if it's a mental thing where you're looking at the firearm, it's pretty beefy and bulky, So you tell yourself, okay, I got this thing, and it's actually light when you hold it. for the first time, like what you're seeing and what you're holding don't match. It's like you expect a certain mass to be felt, and you don't have that. And I took it to the range. That was exactly what I did not expect. I expected weight control, but I got snap instead. This thing is snappy. Snappy. I'm gonna say that again. It's snappy. So with that out of the way, the changes I've made really helped. So what have I done? If you look right there, this is not the polymer guide rod that comes with it. It's a stainless steel guide rod from ZRT Tactical, I believe. This is the 19-gram guide rod, and I'm running it with a 13-pound spring from, I think it's IMSI. This thing it helped, but I got it after I got the light. So in total, up front here, I have about 5.4 ounces in total towards the front of this firearm. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted to have enough weight to counter the lift that this thing, I mean, this thing is an elevator, man. But in all fairness, everything else is great. They nailed, I mean, this feels like a handshake. It's like it's melting in your hands. This texture is awesome. It's smooth, but you know, sharp enough to do its work. I've noticed that it's also a DNA collector. I've seen a few dead skins from time to time after some range time here. MB, slide stop, slide release, kind of reminds me, well, I want to say of my old Canic, because I had a Canic before I got this one, but I know they pretty much just, you know, be copying Walther. So this is basically what you'll see on the Canic. And then the trigger, what can I say? About 4.5 pounds, according to the interweb. I don't have a trigger gauge, so I can't measure my specific trigger from this sample size of one and tell you where I'm at with that, but it does feel like a 4-pound trigger, 4.5. It's just a touch lighter than my P10C. But one thing, let's check again, we're clear. One thing that I don't like about this trigger, and also the Canic, and I complained about that too, so I'm gonna stay consistent. I had a problem with Canic doing that. I have a problem with Walther doing that. I don't know if you can see that, okay? I have the safety engaged. There's that first pre-wall, I guess, or two-stage. You can even hear it. Listen to that. So safety engaged, and then, like, let me try that again. That was weird, okay? So it's like, it's not the wall yet. This is the wall. Break. Not a fan of that, but again, when you're out there on the range shooting, you don't even notice that. So yeah, this is my Walther. I keep touching this. I may want to clean this up while I'm here. And this is also my first time running a light that goes past the muzzle like this, because of that. Sorry, I got carried away here, but let's just clean this up real quick here, make it look nice. Nice for you guys. You're taking the time to, you know, watch this. The least I can do is show you a presentable firearm, a clean one, you know? It's the least I can do. You know, we got company around, gotta clean up. Anyways, I usually don't run a light past the muzzle like that because of how much of that powder or dust or fire or debris or whatever the name of it. I don't like the fact that, I mean, look at the lights. Yes, I just flagged you, relax. If you believe a bullet can actually come out of there and get through this lens and get to you, you got more serious thing to worry about. But the reason why I'm running this light is just because the added weight up front really helps control the firearm and keep it from, you know, snapping and jumping or whatever. But then I was worried because I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to do all this cleaning and stuff. Sorry, I just found another spot here. But this is exactly why I don't run these type of lights. Unless the firearm is cumped or the same length as the light, then I'm fine. But having it stick out like that, although it looks pretty cool, I must admit, I'm not a big fan of that. And then I was watching this video by Bobby Dynamite. If you don't know Bobby Dynamite, you guys should check his video out. He's one of the coolest, funniest 2A guy out there, and he keeps it real. Love his channel. There's no format. He is the format. Okay. He just gets on, start talking, gets off. That's it. He's out of there. Love his channel. And he mentioned one time, just, I don't remember what video it was, but he mentioned using electrical tape to the end of his X300. So I was like, wow, I never thought about that. If you look right here, it looks kind of funny because I taped the front end. And guess what? All that nonsense is actually being collected on the tape, not the actual end of the light. Of course, some of it kind of spills over here, but it's no biggie. So there's that. So I just wanted to give him credit for that. But anyways, this is my PDP. Didn't like it right out of the box. It was a terrible, terrible, terrible firearm in terms of snappiness. Like, it was instant regret. You just bought it. You go to the range and you're like, what the heck is this? Type of reaction. But then, you know, just patience and doing my research, my homework, found out that it uses the same, apparently the PDP uses the same guide rod as Glocks. So I may try the tungsten guide rod next and run it with this spring. See if it works. Let me give you a quick look here. Come on, be nice. And it's uncaptured 13-pound spring, and that's the stainless steel guide rod that I have in there. It would help if I'm looking at what I'm doing, right? So yeah, that's my PDP. I have about 750 rounds through it. I love it now that I have it set up like that, but I'm not done. I'll probably get a mag extension from Floyd's Customs and a magwell. Man, I love magwell, so that might be the next upgrade. Maybe an extra magazine, so I can have 3 mags to run through that pistol handgun class that I'm hoping to take. That's about it, folks. Y'all take care, stay safe, keep training. God bless.